What's up? Welcome into your Daily Buckeye Blitz for a Tuesday. About to be Hurricane Wednesday very soon. Supposed to get a hurricane coming through here later tonight. Probably get some rain and shit all day today, and some high winds and stuff overnight and rain in the morning. So, yeah, we need a good cleansing anyways. It's kind of dirty and dusty around here. Clean the bird shit off of the seawall, off of the picnic tables and shit, off the gas grills, clean all the bird shit off of everywhere. Pretty much is one good thing about a hurricane. So anyways, we got our batting down. We got water, got all kinds of shit, plenty of alcohol. We'll be fine. Because that's what you do when there's a hurricane. You get loaded, load up on some drinks, watch the rain. Hopefully your windows are intact, and that's it. Hang out, watch movies, hopefully, if power and cable doesn't go out and all that. But anyways, all right. What are we talking about today? Oh, we're doing a final two deep. This is the final two deep. Well, as close as I can get to it anyways. So anyways, we got a game Saturday. I know you know that. Just a reminder, though, time is going to fly by this week, man. And we got Ryan Day press conference today coming up this morning. So I'll be doing a highlight of that tomorrow morning. And we'll talk about any injury updates or anything that might be going on. And hopefully we'll have a quarterback to talk about. If he does announce a particular quarterback, I'll do a breaking news segment today on Tuesday. So keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, just make sure you're subscribed. A lot of our listeners, like I'm talking 75 to 80% of our listeners are not subscribed, and listeners and viewers. So please hit subscribe and the like button on all the videos. It helps other Buckeye fans find us. So share and share alike. All right, let's talk too deep. Here we go. Starting off with quarterback, I don't know. Kyle McCord or Devin Brown. Obviously, the other one's a backup, whoever doesn't get the starting job. So pretty cut and dry there. Not a lot to talk about. All right, running back. Travion is your starter. Travion Henderson. Mayan Williams will get plenty of carries, but I think it's going to be like a maybe a 60-40 kind of split. 60% Travion, 40% Mayan. Mayan might steal some of those goal line carries, bang it into the end zone. But then you got to remember, you got Dallin and Chip to chip in as well. No pun intended. And then, you got to don't forget about the walk-on like TC Caffey. He could be back. So Evan Pryor's going to catch some balls out of the backfield probably. So, but your too deep is Travion and Mayan in the deepest, almost the deepest room on this team. This one is definitely the deepest and the highest quality. The wide receiver room, this one, the starters are pretty cut and dry. I'm not afraid to lay out Marvin Harrison, your starter at the X, Julian Fleming at the Z, and Emeka Egbuka in the slot. I mean, not a lot of questions there. Now, I will say that I see Jaden Ballard getting some snaps behind Harrison, and then I see Tate getting some snaps behind Fleming. So, and Julian Fleming has a long injury history, unfortunately. And if I'm Tate, I got my helmet on, buckled up, shoelaces tight, ready to go, mouthpiece in my hand, whatever. So with Julian Fleming, all it takes is one shoulder to pop out again, and you're fucking in there. So be ready, Tate. Head on a swivel, stand right by Brian Hartline. And then at the slot behind Emeka, you got Xavier Johnson, similar body type. Got a little beef on him. He can take a hit. It runs like a running back, though. I love the way he runs after the catch. So that's what I got at the wide receiver position. Tight ends. Now, this gets interesting when the Buckeyes go to 12 personnel where we have two tight ends on the field. Obviously, Cade is your starter, but then behind him, is it Joe Royer, coming in the 12, or is it G. Scott? I'm going Joe Royer because his size mostly. He's 6'5", 255, 250-ish. So he has that NFL, body type, big freaking dude. But G. Scott's like 6'3", 240, more of he just hasn't had the inline blocking responsibilities and reps. So that's why I go Royer, number 2 there. So it'd be interesting to see that 12 personnel. And don't forget about Jelani. Jelani's going to see some snaps. Left tackle. Now, this is one of my spots I'll be watching very, very closely week 1. And that is Josh Simmons, no longer Jimmy. Don't call me that. Josh Simmons starting at left tackle. So the coaches have said that he brings that athleticism to the left tackle position that we need. But last year, he did not have a good season at San Diego State, man. He got beat a lot to the inside at right tackle. Keep in mind, he's never, ever played left tackle at any level. He had 17 penalties playing right tackle last year at San Diego State. So this is my huge concern. And I'm definitely watching this guy every play on offense. So, but he's your starter at left tackle. And Ryan Day laid out the starters at every position. At left guard, you got Donovan and Jackson, of course. One of the stalwarts there, one of the pillars of this O-line. Then you got Carson Hinsman. He wins this competition at center. Then at right guard, you got Matt Jones, another pillar of the O-line. And then at right tackle, Josh Fryer. So that's all been laid out by the coaches, particularly Ryan Day. So that's your starting 5. Now, behind them at left tackle, I think you got George Fitzpatrick behind Josh Simmons. Not sure he's ready to be thrust into a game at a starting position yet. Then at left guard, we might have to go with a freshman, Austin Severell. You also got Enoch Vamahi to work in there. So he could work at either guard position, in my opinion. But I'll put him at the right guard. At center, though, behind Carson Hinsman, I'm going Vic Cutler. And then at right tackle behind Josh Fryer, I'm going Luke Montgomery, another true freshman in the 2 deep. He's gotten rave reviews from Ryan Day. So let's see the kid in there maybe in the second half of this Indiana game, see what he's got. All right, so flipping over to the defensive ends, these guys have third-year guys, been there a while. JT Tuimoloau, Jack Sawyer. But then behind them, I got Caden Curry and Kenyatta Jackson. Jim Knowles said last week that those 4 defensive ends are the best in the country. He would put them up against anybody else, their top 4. So let's see it on the field. Defensive tackles, you got Mike Hall getting the start, and then Ty Hamilton next to him. Now behind Mike Hall, you got Ty Leak giving him a break. Then you got Tywon Malone behind Ty Hamilton. A lot of ties going on here. 3 ties go to the runner, right? Anyways, so Tywon Malone, another third-year guy, could crack that 2 deep and be in there to give the starters a rest. Moving back to linebackers, another group that hasn't really turned over at all yet. You got at the Mike, middle linebacker, Tommy Eichenberg, Ike at the Mike. Then at the will, you got Steel Chambers. Now behind Tommy Eichenberg, I got Cody Simon coming in there. He's a 4th-year guy, been around, paid his dues, and I think he gets in there. He'll also sub in at the Sam at times when they go to a 3-linebacker set. Backing up Steel Chambers at the will, we've talked about C.J. Hicks quite a bit. Jim Knowles has said he wants to rotate Steel out a little bit, give him some rest. So C.J. Hicks will be filling in there. At the cornerbacks, outside, we got Denzel Burke starting off, obviously, third-year starter. And then Jordan Hancock, another third-year guy, but hasn't started a ton of games at the other outside corner. Now, behind them, I think you've got a rotation with Davison Igbinosun coming in, the transfer from Ole Miss. He's played 10, 12 games last year for Ole Miss and was a freshman All-American in the SEC. So I think you're going to get a nice rotation. He brings a lot of swagger and confidence to that secondary. And then behind the fourth corner, I guess I would call it, I wouldn't say he's behind anybody, and that's Jair Brown. Started a game last year, has plenty of experience, played almost 200 reps last year, snaps in the regular season. So talking about safeties now to finish up, we got the nickel, that's the slot, Sonny Styles at the slot, nickel, whatever. He is starting there. Lots of talk from Jim Knowles about him and the versatility he brings, one of those freaky hybrid players. And so he'll be down there close to the line of scrimmage and be covering, supporting in the run, a little bit of everything, blitzing the quarterback. Then at free safety, the deep safety, I think Jahad Carter is going to win this three-man battle. It's between him, the true freshman Malik Hartford, and then Josh Proctor, the 6-year guy. So I think Jahad Carter wins that starting job because of his experience. He's played in a similar defense for 3 years at Syracuse and can play all the safety spots. Then at strong safety, Lathan Ransom, he's been penciled in for a while at that bandit position. So now backing up at the nickel, I got Cam Martinez behind Sonny Styles, another 4th-year guy. And then behind Jahad Carter at the free, I'm going to go with Malik Hartford. No, I'm going to go with Kai Stokes at the free, actually. I don't know. That's a tough one. I'll go with Hartford since they said it's a 3-man battle. All right. Hartford's backing up Carter. And then at strong, behind Ransom, I'm going to move Proctor over there to the backup strong safety. So that's my official 2 deep as we roll into week 1. Obviously, things will change. Injuries, how the other team is lining up, obviously is going to affect things, how we attack the other team on offense and defense. So obviously, this is flexible. So that's all I got for you today. Talk to you tomorrow. Go Bucks.